Hi, I'm Matt and welcome to Less Dependent Wisconsin. Well, it's a beautiful June day here in northern Wisconsin, and today we are going to do a product review. I picked up the Greenworks Pro Pressure Washer. It's 1600 PSI, 1.2 gallons per minute. I got it for 90 bucks at Menards. It's on the Greenworks website right now for 110, so you can get it in that price range. I was just looking for something small and affordable that I could use to do a little cleaning around here, and so I picked it up. So we're going to get it unboxed, take a look at what comes with it, put it together, and then do a few test runs and see how it does. So let's go get started. This is everything that came in the box, and it is going to be a pretty easy setup. So you've got your operator's manual, the unit itself. The unit has a very long electric cord. It's actually GFCI protected, so you need that in a wet environment to prevent shock in case something went wrong with the electric. The unit itself, the spray nozzles are located right on the side. Looks like the only assembly is going to be attaching the handle, and then of course connecting the hose and the pressure gun itself. Looks like there's a soap dispenser. There's something that you could add to the unit, and then just two screws. So I'm going to assume the only thing I have to do is put the handle on, and then we'll get it set up and ready for test runs. So out of the box, super easy setup. I needed a Phillips screwdriver to attach the handle, and the rest was really easy. You plug the hose, you screw the hose in there, into the gun, put the top section of the gun in, that just pushed in and twisted. We're going to use the green nozzle to start. That is the highest pressure you can get. It's a 25-degree spray. There is a 40-degree spray that we'll use on the deck, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the nice thing about this is that cord's 35 feet. Your hose is 20 feet, so you've essentially got 55 feet of reach from an electric source. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to set this up in a position that I can get all of my cleaning done without having to move it and the hose, just to make my life a little easier. So I'm going to get that set up, I'm going to get the hose connected, and we'll get it turned on and running, and then we'll show you what I'm going to be testing. Pro tip: unkink your hose first. You'll thank me later. So the first thing you want to do, turn on the water and then open up the nozzle and bleed all the air out of it until you get a relatively steady stream of water, about 30 seconds or so. I think we're looking good there. Okay, so the hose has been on. We drained the air from the line. It's time to turn it on. See how it runs. The first thing we're going to test the pressure washer on is some dirty quail cages. This actually has algae growing in the water tank, so it'll be interesting to see if the pressure can take the algae off. We're going to switch the setting and clean off one of these two steps so you can see how it does on a wood deck. We're going to clean one section of concrete so you can compare it to what it looked like before. And my personal favorite challenge is to clean the bugs off of the bumper. Definitely something needed in northern Wisconsin. After running it for about 15 minutes, there is a little bit of a leak coming in out from where my garden hose connects to it. I'm gonna chalk that up to my garden hose, since every time I just put a nozzle on it anyways, it leaks. So the unit's running really good. Okay, we're gonna change out the nozzle tip real quick. And the best thing you can do is, there is a safety on here that opens up like this. That prevents the nozzle from coming on. Okay, we're going to pull down on this, pop out the green tip, put in the gray tip, check, make sure it's locked into place. And now we're going to clean this bottom step on this deck. Oh, doesn't work if you don't release the safety. Alright, so how'd we do? First, the concrete. It's noticeably cleaner. You may not be able to see it on camera as much. The spill over here was just the water from there, so that made it a little dirtier. But you can see that the one on the right is a little darker than the one we cleaned, so not too shabby. Okay, the bumper and the bugs, it did a pretty good job. Full disclosure, I did break out a sponge and went over it with the abrasive part of it, but the pressure washer knocked 90% off of it and really loosened everything up. So my bumper looks brand new compared to what it looked like. The deck steps are definitely noticeable. I started out with the lighter spray wand, the 40 degrees, and then I switched it back to the 25. It really didn't seem to be damaging the wood at all. But the difference, pretty amazing. So looks like I'm going to be pressure washing the deck and sealing that this summer at some point. And the quail cages, wow. This is what I really bought it for. So quail are kind of messy, and you know, they'll get poop in all the corners and cracks and crevices. And the old way I used to have to do was bust out the hose, get everything wet, get in there, scrub it down. But this really did an amazing job. Very little effort on my part. I gave it about 15 minutes. I mean, it's still a little dirty, but trust me, when the way I used to have to do it, not bad at all. And easily took care of that algae. So that's it. That's my review of the Greenworks Pro 1600 PSI, 1.2 gallons per minute. Worked fantastic. You know, for 100 bucks, I'm really happy with it. It's lighter duty, you know, don't expect too much from it, but as you can see, the deck looked good. It's going to help in cleaning the cars. Definitely is going to be great for the quail cages. So I've got to recommend this project. So I hope you liked this video. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. And I hope to keep putting out more good content like this. So anyways, focus on being less dependent. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.